Welcome back, guys and gals. So today we're going to work on this Chevy Aveo. I believe it is a 2006 Chevy Aveo. Left rear wheels locked up, so we're going to check it out. We're going to jack it up, put some jack stands under it, and we'll get to it. We'll be right back. Alright, so we got this Aveo. It's jacked up. Remember, always put jack stands on it, under it. Safety first. I don't need anybody crushing their face or something. But for some reason, this left rear wheel is locked up. We're not sure what's going on, so I'm going to pull the wheel off and see what the hell's going on. They were driving and just locked the fuck up, so I know it's probably brake related, but to what extent, I'm not sure. So we're going to go ahead and dive into it and get this wheel off. So just as I thought, these rotors or drums, they have two little screws on them, Phillips screws, and some jackass that doesn't know what the hell they're doing, they try to get it off and they stripped them. So I'm gonna have to drill those out. So I guess we'll get the drill those bad boys out, and try to keep trucking along, get this damn drum off here. So here we are. I got the drum off, and actually what happened is the brake shoe delaminated. See, there's the other part, and it got wedged in between the drum and the rest of the shoes. So I'm going to go ahead and replace both sets of brake shoes, one each on each side. Do a hardware kit and a wheel cylinder on this side, just to make sure everything's good on this side and take care of all of it. Other than that, I think we'll be good. That spins freely, so we're good there. No wheel bearing problems. It's just the brake issue. So that's what I thought it was, but needed to make sure. So we're gonna go grab some parts for it and get it put back together. Alright, so we went and got all the parts for this thing. So now we're going to start putting it back together. For those of you that have done drum brakes before, brake shoes, the hardware kind of sucks on it. It's all a bunch of little springs and stuff that hold everything together. So I'm going to get working on that, and I'll show you guys the finished product. So I'm going to show you all these little springs. So we have that one up top, and up there is also, I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but right there underneath that spring is the adjuster also. And then down below you have those ones also. But we're gonna take out that nice little wheel cylinder because we cut the boot. So we're gonna work on getting these out, and we'll get back to you. Alright, we got all the new hardware and shoes on there. So now we're going to go ahead and change this, the wheel cylinder. So we're going to go ahead and do that quick. Get the camera at a decent angle. So it's held in by 110 mil, and then we have this one's a 10 mil brake line back there. Actually, this one's a 3/8. Take that with a grain of salt, though. It looks like this brake line's been replaced before because it's kind of jank ass. So I'm not sure what yours will be if you're stuck doing this. Out of all the brake systems out there, hydraulic drum brakes are the worst. I hate everything about them. Now, on most wheel cylinders, there's 2 bolts holding that on. This one only has the one, though. And it's just a tiny little bolt. Oop. Forgot to take off the bleeder to make our lives a lot easier getting it out of here. And then just that little guy right there. Here's our new one. Here's the part number if you guys want it. I just got this from the local parts store. It was like 13 bucks. So they're pretty cheap. Of course it's going to be different size. Why wouldn't it want to be the same? This bleeder is a 8 mil, whereas the other one was a 9, which is kind of a weird size, but not going to complain too much. There we go, it's in there. Let's go ahead and put our little 10 mil back in.
don't over tighten that little bolt, you will snap it right off. Now we're gonna put that back on there. We're putting the brake line back on first. Hopefully this will gravity bleed for the most part. But you'll want to let that bleed a little bit, get all the air out of the system. Make sure and adjust your adjuster right here. You want to do that before you start driving. And when you get this all put back together, make sure and pump your brakes a few times, just to set the brakes and make sure that you'll be able to stop. But that's all for today, guys. I'm going to go ahead and bleed these brakes all the way, clean up my mess, and go home. Remember, like, subscribe, ask any questions you guys have. While brake drums are a pain in the ass, anybody can do them. If you're curious on how all these springs go together, I suggest take pictures. Pictures are your friends. Videos are even better. Just make sure and double check your work to make sure you got everything right. But like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and deuces, guys.